guys, it's LynVanieuy and today I want to do a review. But before I get into the video, I just want to talk about the weird lighting. I'm using natural light on this side and the softbox on this side because if I just use the natural lighting, then it only lights up half my face and just the softbox makes me orange. So I'm trying to combo both, so if it looks funny, that's why. I feel like half of my face is like warm toned and this side is like cool toned, so probably looks hella weird. Also, my hair isn't greasy. It's actually super duper clean, but my roots are growing in, and so the fact that my roots are growing in makes my hair look greasy because I have dirty blonde hair. Anyway, getting into this review, today I'm going to be talking about the Tana Mojo and Friends World Tour. Before I get into it, I just want to say that I love Tana. I think she's great, she's hilarious, she's gorgeous. So this isn't anything personal. Obviously I don't know her on a personal level. This is just my honest review on the tour. I bought tickets, well actually my husband bought tickets for me to go see her in Toronto. I saw her this past Friday and I was pretty excited because, as I said in the beginning, I love Tana. I feel like she's one of the people that I aspire to be in terms of YouTube, so I was pretty excited to go to her show. So anyway, yes, my husband bought tickets to the Toronto show and we went on Friday. I was pretty excited. I left work early. I almost had to go straight to the tour in my scrubs, my work scrubs, because I almost didn't have time to go home and change. We did end up making it, and initially my first thought walking into the venue was that it was small, and it felt like a very odd pick for a tour stop for Tana. It was just really old and dingy, and like I said, it was just very small, and it seemed odd to me that for someone as big as Tana, that the venue that she was in was that small. And there honestly didn't seem to be a lot of people there. And we came pretty late because we took a train, which is like 2 hours, and then we were trying to find food when we got off the train. We have a guest. We got there probably about half hour before the show started, and like I said, it was a small venue. I would estimate that there was probably only about 150 to 200 people there, which is fine because honestly I don't mind there not being a crowd because I have anxiety, and so big crowds just don't sit well for me. I did end up staying closer to the back just because the back section of the venue was a little bit elevated, and so I could see over the crowd to the stage because I'm 5'2" and short as fuck. And I do remember seeing Corinna circling around the venue, like mingling with people, taking photos, signing autographs and that sort of stuff. At first I didn't know if it was her or not. I kind of said, I think that might be Corinna. And then once I kind of got a fair glance at her, I was like, oh, it's Corinna. Not that I have a problem with Corinna, I just don't watch her content, so I wasn't that interested in getting an autograph or anything. So anyway, in terms of the actual show, as I said before, I love Tana and I have nothing against Tana. However, I do think that the show was kind of bland. I was personally a little bit bored. That being said though, apparently, I think it was the tour stop before, or the one before that one, there had been a problem with some parents where they had actually like called the cops on Tana because of the things that were happening on stage. Because during this show, they played Hot Seat and they played Never Have I Ever, and obviously if you watch Tana's content, she can be quite illicit. And honestly, from a regular person's point of view, if you're a parent, it's your responsibility to make sure that the content that your child is watching is appropriate for them. And I mean, you can't police them all the time, but if you're taking them to a show or you're buying them tickets to a show, do your research about what you're buying the tickets for. It's not Tana's fault if you don't know what you're buying. So from that standpoint, I completely agree, because apparently there was problems with cops being called on her at one of her previous shows by parents, and that's mind-blowing to me. That's like buying tickets for your eight-year-old to go see a rapper who has illicit lyrics and then getting pissed at the rapper for just doing what they do, when it should be your job as a parent to research what you're buying tickets for your children. I just think that's absolutely ridiculous and quite stupid, to be honest. So that being said, I do think that maybe her show was a little bit toned down because of the problems she was having with parents. I didn't get the content that I thought I was going to get out of going to a live show, which is kind of disappointing. I expected maybe like a story time. I definitely expected her to come into the crowd. Maybe she had been in the crowd earlier and we were just too late to the show for her to be in the crowd. But I specifically remember that when she was announcing her tour, she said she was gonna come into the crowd and fuck people, and I definitely wanted to be one of those people, so I was a little bit disappointed that she didn't come into the crowd at all. That being said, it could be a security issue. I don't know. Maybe she could have had a security guard follow her around in the crowd. That's just my thought. I don't know. And even my husband said he was a little bit disappointed. He doesn't watch Tana videos, but he does know what she does. He has seen some of her videos because obviously I watch a lot of her videos. She's definitely one of my favorite YouTubers. I don't know. All in all, nothing against Tana. I love her to death. I think she's great, but I was just a little bit disappointed in the tour. That being said, the tickets were fairly priced. It just kind of sucked. I was expecting a little bit more. So I just thought that I would tell you guys my opinion on the one tour stop that I went to, which was, like I said earlier, in Toronto. Not that I think Tana's gonna watch this, but if she does, hi Tana, I love you. Sorry that I think your show was a tad bit disappointing. That being said, I don't necessarily think that was your fault. But yeah, that's all I really wanted to say in this video. So, I don't know, maybe just something to keep in mind if you're thinking about buying tickets to a YouTuber's tour. This was my first and only so far YouTube event that I've gone to, oddly enough, because I do YouTube, but I am a small YouTuber and I'm not relevant at all. I don't know. I just feel like I expected something different. I don't know. I just feel a little bit let down. But also, I'm 25. And I would say about probably 85% of the crowd were younger girls, like teenagers. So maybe that's part of the reason too. I don't know. That's just my take on it. Yeah, I don't know. I like Tana. I think she's great. How many times can I say that sentence? I don't know. Some parts were funny. It was enjoyable. It just wasn't as good as I was expecting it to be. I don't know. That's my take. That's my review on the Tana and Friends World Tour. Maybe the shows were different before the parent incidents. Maybe they'll be different in other cities. I don't know. I couldn't tell you, but that's just my take, my opinion. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Let's be friends. Don't forget to turn on your notifications to see when I post. Usually every Sunday, and you won't want to miss next month's storytime video. Telling ya, it's gonna be quite interesting. Also, don't forget to follow me on all my social media pages. I leave them linked in the description box below for you guys to check out. And until next time, keep shining. Bye guys.